Today we are joyfully celebrating the feast of St. Bartholomew. He is also known as Nathaniel. He was the closest friend of St. Philip. He lived in the first century. With regard to him, we find him in the Gospel of St. John in two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 21st. Also, there is a mention of his name in the book of Acts of the Apostles. In the Synoptic Gospels, Gospel of St. Matthew, Mark, and Luke, there is the list of apostles' name. In that list, we find his name also. So, he is the apostle of Jesus. After the Pentecost, he went to Armenia to preach the gospel, where his skin was peeled and he was crucified upside down. That's how he died as a martyr for the sake of the gospel, for Jesus Christ. And today we learn these three lessons from him. First one is it was St. Philip who introduces Jesus to him. When he spoke about Jesus, he said with doubt, "Is there any good come from Nazareth?" And St. Philip says, "Come and see." He comes to Jesus and sees, he experiences. After coming and seeing Jesus, he proclaims his faith. You are Messiah, you are the Son of God. Knowing about Jesus, experiencing Jesus, both are entirely different. We can know very well about Jesus by reading the scripture, by listening to the preachings of the priests and religious. But to experience Jesus, it is our personal initiative. We need to go to church. We need to receive the Holy Eucharist, feel the presence of God, be with God, have that closest relationship. That's how we can very well experience Jesus. The second lesson is when Jesus saw Bartholomew, he says, "You are the true Israel without any deceit." And also he says, "I have seen you under the fig tree." In the time of Jesus, it was the understanding. Also, it was saying that one who stands under the fig tree is a righteous person, is the one who knows the laws and practices it faithfully. And here, Saint Bartholomew is a righteous person without any deceit. Though we may be having so many weaknesses, shortcomings, failures, yet we need to be innocent before the evil. We need to be righteous before God. Henceforth, as we celebrate the feast of St. Bartholomew, like St. Bartholomew, let's be closer to Jesus, experience Him, and lay down our life for the sake of the gospel. May God bless each one of us. Have a good day.